Howdy, folks. It is a lovely morning. It is just after 6 a.m. I've made about an hour-and-a-half drive out somewhere east of Bald Knob, Arkansas, some WMA, and I found this spot on the map, and it looked really great because there's all kinds of different things. I came all the way down to the end of this road to find a spillway, and well, it's certainly spilling. I didn't think it was going to be this full. Not entirely sure how I'm going to fish that, especially with that steep bank, but it spills out into here, which is a big old oxbow lake, and if those aren't any good, there's all kinds of different things around that I can try. Oh look, big rod holder. That'll tell you how high this water can get, I guess, because that's way up here. Anyway, oh yeah, so in this area there's a bunch of little creeks and river systems for like an 8-mile stretch down this road I can stop and fish on. There's 2 rivers joining together just a little ways past this. There's this spillway, there's this oxbow lake, there's a couple other oxbow lakes around. There's all kinds of things here, and I have not been this excited to fish an area and find a new fishing spot in quite a while. Like, this whole place just looks freaking amazing. So I'm gonna figure out how to get down over to the spillway without falling into it, try to find a way to fish in it, probably give up because it's gonna be difficult, and then come fish down here. And we're just gonna move around, see what we can find, see if we can catch anything. I'm excited to figure this stuff out. Let's get to it. All right, let's get down the rocks here. Ugh. Big snake. That'll be fun. But at least he ran away. All right, you stay down in there. Okay. So, this water is definitely ripping a good more than I anticipated. Ugh. So, I decided I'm gonna start with a little bitty rattle trap. Shouldn't get too caught up in, I mean, it's definitely gonna get moved by the current, but it's not like my rooster tails with a blade that are gonna get like swept out and go crazy. I should be able to bring it back through the current fairly easily. There's something just right up in it. Maybe I'll get lucky and find it. At the moment, doesn't seem like there's going to be much of anything here, but I'm not super shocked. That might be a big old dead fish right there. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Ugh. Ugh. Come on. About to get knocked back in the current. At least means it'll move down this way towards me. What are you? Oh, coming right to me. All right, going back, spinning. I think it's a gar. I think. Pretty big gar. I'm gonna say a gar, for sure. Well, I'm over here. Let's fish around the corpse. Oh, there's a long-nosed gar right there. Huh. It's a little tricky, but I'll see if I can get him to bite. turned. I don't know if he was biting, but he bumped. Hey, that does tell me there are fish in this area. Rattle trap may not be the key. Oop. Oh, that was the gar. Okay. It's hard to catch long nose, so I'd be pretty stoked to find another one of those. I don't have my net though, which will make it difficult. Alright, he's definitely down there. Something's down there biting. But if it's that long nose, it'll be difficult to get these hooks in them. Their mouths are not wide. It's hard to get anything in them. Name over here again. Back by his rock. Oh, there's a couple gar over here. Saw another one's tail. Just right around here. There's one there. Might put on a rooster tail. Alright. 6 ounce. White and sparkly-ish rooster tail. So this one's going to be a little harder to work because the current's going to hit it and it's just going to sit and spin that little blade around and keep it up at the top of the water. But we can also just kind of leave it sit and it'll just kind of work itself. I'm just going to try to bring it over, bring it over to the shore. See if I can get one of these guys to bite onto it. Felt like he grabbed it there. The big corpse was just circling around here. Gotta watch out, try not to hook that. Oop, shit, there it is right there in front of me. You startled me. You are so in the way, big dead gar, missing your face. Well, I'm gonna go out there until that floats away a bit. Well, the big corpse floating by seemed to have scared the gar that's been hanging out right there. I mean, I'm sure he's somewhere around here, but now I've got to actually like cast around and find him instead of just working in the one area. Alright. I think we spent enough time here. Wasn't a ton of time, but I don't think we're gonna have too much luck. Our big gar corpse, which, while interesting, scared off our little gar that were hanging out. Right, actually I just saw one's tail right there. I guess I can give it another couple casts. Bit. Problem is that it's a long nose, so a lot less area to get a hook in. God damn it, gar corpse. Well, let's see how easy it is to get down here. It looks kind of muddy. Maybe not that slippery. Fairly sturdy. Oh yeah, not an issue. There we go. Whoop. All right, little slick. Okay, okay. This'll work. Net deploy. Not a lot of room to set stuff down, but we're gonna make it work. Well, first thing we're gonna need here, rod holder. Don't need weights, we got those tied on, but we'll use this rod holder. There we go. I've got this rod rigged up already, so we'll get a shrimp out on it. think I brought too much shrimp today. I had really high hopes. I'm probably not going to use it all, and it'll end up being ruined, I imagine, as the shrimp does. I'm going to let you thaw a little. Alright, you can thaw there. Hook's a little bit small, but doesn't mean it won't work. Good enough. I'm going to take this and I'm going to whip it out there towards the edge of where all the current's coming out. Yeah. That should be pretty good. I don't know how much of that is depth with the line going down or how much of it is just current pulling on it, but I'm gonna let that sit just like that. That should move the shrimp smell around. Things in theory should just be waiting in that general area for things to get washed down, you know, like a big giant gar corpse or something. So we're gonna let that go, and I guess throw the rooster tail around some more in this area. I don't think it's gonna do much, but we'll see. Probably gonna get snagged on one of these damn trees, I bet. Huh. Something already biting that? That looks like it. Looks like it could be current though. Hard to tell. There's moving water. It'll pull your line around. That looks pretty getting bit. Let's just... I don't know. Nothing's on there. Is my bait still on there? Kinda feels like it, but... yeah, bait's still there. But it is a little bit smaller looking. Maybe. I'm gonna say that was just current for now. Alright. Noted. We'll wait for the big bends. Well. That looks like a bite. What? Thank you, little fish. I'm just going to pull this out of the water. Wasn't even looking at it. He just picked it up right here. Oh yeah. That looks like a damn bite. I'll hold on to this. It's definitely down there with it. I think that's fish. Yes. Yes, it is. That did not take long at all. That is not a fish. There's no fight to it at all. There's a fish. I mean, it... oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why it was little pecky bites. Little baby channels. Well, it's a good thing I got this small hook. Let's try not to get stabbed handling you, bud. Oh, perfect little hook through the lip. Well, perfect would be out the top of the lip, but it's not terrible. Got it. Come on. Man, it is. He's bleeding a little bit here. There we go. There. I just had to get a good angle on it, but little baby channel cat to start with. And he didn't stab me. So perfect. Okay, well, there's little catfish. Maybe there'll be bigger ones. The hell do I got going on here? Okay. Okay, well, I got this other piece of shrimp I threw down on the shore. We'll get back out there. Alright, so that first spot, pretty okay. I did get a decent amount of action there. A lot of bites, but like not a lot of fish caught. Spillway was kind of doing more than I expected. Now I just kind of drove off into the woods. I kind of stopped there because kind of didn't see a good trail anymore. So now I'm walking through the woods because there's a creek over here, and it runs around one of these oxbows and then down and flows into the White River, which is right over there, I think. I did see it. I don't have good enough stuff with me to handle the White River. It's big and flowing. But I do have stuff to handle a little creek, but I need to find it. I need to see what it looks like. I think it's right here. It's got a little flow to it. It's really dirty. Ugh. And the bank is real steep. Yeah. Yeah. Don't think I'll be fishing this. Well, that's a shame. Well, I guess I'm going to figure out how to turn the Jeep around and hopefully find my path back out of here. And then I guess I'm going to head back out towards the entrance. I came kind of all the way to the end to start. And there's some more oxbows and some creeks up along the water, or along the road. So I'm going to hit that one of the nearest oxbows first. And I guess I'll see you there. Alright, here's our next spot. We're on a different little lake down here. And I picked over here because a little bit of shade. I'm not staring directly at the dang sun. So I can get some rod holders out there. I'm also here, now that I'm here, it's running water over here, which is a good sign. It looks like some heavy flow coming out this way. And I don't think this will be really worth throwing anything in. Kind of small and moving kind of quick. But just like before, right where it comes out right here, I might run a little lure through that. Maybe something will be around. So this looks like a pretty alright spot, and I can set my chair down. So we're gonna throw some rods out, see what we can find. Oh, there's a snag. Well, it's a pretty good snag. Dang it. I was thinking this was the wrong lure choice anyway. Yep, there it goes. Alright, I'm gonna put on a little crappie lure, I think. Ah, stick. Is this stick going to be the end of me? Well, that broke off real freaking easy. What the hell? Well, get another snag. God dang it. Not likely to get it out of these snags because it's probably on wood in the water, which is real soft. Why does this one take so much to break off? There it goes. Since the wood's real soft, the hook really gets in there. There's something jumping out there to taunt me. Alright, I spent a little more time than I should have down at that last lake, and absolutely nothing there but snags. So now I'm just kind of taking the main road out here, and this little creek system, tiny river thing, I don't know, it runs all along it, so I can just kind of stop and throw lines out here and there. But this first spot I decided to stop at because here I noticed this little gate thing. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So as I slowed down coming up, there's that water's going in right there. There's like a pipe and a little drainage thing. And then it comes out over here, which this is probably what was feeding down at that lake, that quick little water area. I think I'm going to drop a line right into here. It looks kind of deep, so something may be hanging out in there. I think that's going to be my plan, and give that one a little bit of time, and if it sucks, come over here. Alright, let's get a shrimp out here. Just plop it right down over there. No idea what the depth is here, but you got this fast little bit of current coming out of the pipe. Fish like pipes. Fish like waiting around things like this for food. So I figure throw a little paddle tail around, see if there's anything out here. Might be interested in it. Imagine predators would be waiting just right down around in this current area, hoping for something to wash through. But again, everything I've assumed about fish today has been completely wrong, so who knows? Nope. Oh. That's not my line. That's someone else's line. This looks like it's getting hit by something. Whew! Not very deep in there. But did get a drum, which I will happily take. Hey, buddy. Come here, hold still. Hold still. There we go. Well, that's a good fish. That's a good catch. I'm happy for that. All right, I'm right about something today. Let me untangle this thing before I get a shrimp back out there, but that took hardly any time at all. Definitely slamming that thing. It could be a turtle. Could be gar. Could be just a little bitty baby catfish. Got it. It's another drum. A little bit bigger than the last one. Ha! I do love me a good drum. I don't get to see a ton of them. Hold still. Hold still. There we go. You gonna let me lip you? These guys are a little hard to lip. You can do it. Ow. It's just, come here. Unlike a bass that has like a real deep bottom jaw, they really don't. All right. I've tormented him enough. I'm just gonna get him back in. He cut me pretty good there. Well, two nice drums in here. They don't care for my paddle tail, but they sure like the shrimp. So, I suppose I'll keep doing. Get another shrimp out there. Seems like something. Oh. There's something. It's right here. What's this? Looking at it. Oh, he ate it. Ah. Dropped it. There was something right there. He came up and he ate it. But I guess I pulled it out of his mouth. Interesting. This is turning into a neat little spot. Wish I could have. It was a real long fish. Like a little sucker, or maybe like an eel or something. I'm not sure. I don't think it was an eel. But I guess it could be. I think they're in the White River. White River kind of backflows up into all this. And a little red. It all kind of mixes together in this area. Hopefully I'll see that fish again. He liked the shrimp. He went and got it. I just had to like put it down in front of his face. Maybe that's what's stripping me off, is one of those weird little things. Alright, well I brought these worms, so I may as well use them. I just tied on a little jig head here. I'm just gonna throw it out. Just kind of right up here shallow. I don't know what that fish was that I just got to eat my shrimp. But it looked kind of like a sucker fish, but it was really long. I don't know. I'm just gonna drop a worm right there shallow. And we're just gonna let it sit. Maybe something will come take it. Bait's gone. I don't know. Just the water ripping it off. Oop. Hey, the worm caught us another drum. Well, it's not the mystery fish, but it is another fish. Drum like worms, drum like shrimp. I like drum. Ugh. This is going pretty all right in this little spot. Let go. Come on. Let's see. We're gonna require some pliers. Sorry, bud. You're not easy to hold on to either. There we go. Hey, another drum. About the size of that first one. Hell, could even be the first one. But, not a fish. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep fishing here until, you know, I don't catch anything. I see the long fish again. It's right here at my feet. Going for it. Got him. Holy shit. No way. I know what this fish is. And it is not what I expected. This is a northern snakehead, which haven't been a lot of reports of in Arkansas in a long time. I'm surprised he ate this thing so daintily. Normally these guys are pretty voracious killers, but he's real long and he's really thin, so I'm guessing he ain't doing the best, which is good because they're very invasive and they're kill on sight. So I need to get my grips in him because they got gnarly teeth and chomping powers. They also can breathe air and sort of walk around on land. They can kind of flip back and forth. Ugh. Get your mouth open. You know what's crazy about this is I have been going to Florida since 2015. 9 years. I've gone to Florida at least once every year to try and catch a bullseye snakehead, and I've constantly failed. And I just randomly find one right here in freaking Arkansas, where, again, there's not really a lot of sightings of anymore. So this is kind of cool. I guess I gotta kill this guy. I'm gonna cut his gill plate and I guess just throw him off into the woods. I'm not taking him home or nothing, but this is cool, and he is definitely beat up and looking poor. But you know what, while I got you here, just open his mouth for you guys so you can see his teeth. He's got a lot of bite force, but so you can see down in there, it's really hard to get his mouth open. But he's definitely got some chompers. Sucks for you, buddy. Very good. Hang on. It is on. Well, looks like something's also on here. Looks like another drum, which I will happily take. Ugh. Hey, bud. Calm down. Calm down. Keep you down by the ground because you're hard to hold on to. Yep, just like that. Give him a little shake off. Come here, buddy. All right, thank you, drum. You were the last fish of this spot, which has been very productive. All right, I think I'm gonna call it. It's getting pretty hot. I'm kind of just sitting out here baking in the sun, not getting any more bites. But this place overall, pretty cool. It was a real hit and miss. That first spot, the spillway, we saw a gar, and I did get them to bite a couple times. And then at the edge of the spillway going out into the lake, we did get a lot of bites there. We got the one small catfish, and we were probably getting stripped off by either more gar or more tiny catfish, not sure. Second lake, no good. Nothing there whatsoever, lost lures. Then we found our little magic spot, which really saved the day with the drum and the one northern snakehead, which I was thinking about. And I think that's the 100th type of fish that I've caught. I keep a running list. Call it my fish-a-dex, because obviously that's what you would call it. And I gotta go home and recount and make sure it's up to date, but I think that makes number 100. So I'm gonna figure that one out. And then, you know, this open spot, it looked kind of cool. I've seen some fish activity. I got a bite, but nothing on the worm or the shrimp. But overall, I'd come here again. In fact, I probably will relatively soon, I bet, because this is pretty cool. And I bet that spillway is pretty awesome when the water's not quite so high. But with that, I got about an hour or so drive home, and I'm gonna get to driving because I'm starting to feel pretty hungry. So catch y'all next time.